and then you almost know, they almost do a dear fry, but they hold it, hold Momo, and for Dawson. So far, they like I said, if you have a year, I am for a Joe money, I think.
And Crofono Mojo, when you know, Campo Baya.
For not like I said, Baumia camp, on the donor, although now, but not camp to happen. Like I said, I like camp, yeah, saying, they are 5 million, a woman's ready, only for God so good. This one and another, the Muslim in a year. Not they really let them know, say, they are 5 Baumia at the party, but yeah, not the Muslim, they got 5 million, Banaka. Alan, I can't fight for the two. For God so good to fight for the moment, Alan, account. The moment, the final one, no, and a better who is who.
All right, best man, Yada Sibe Bremian Fau NC. Some maybe so say, and then be no more say, Sa Nipa and no more a better ban a you or be our baby kind. And no ever reflective on November. And
yeah, automatic.
And you automatic.
50-50 because we share the composition of this 900 delegates, super delegate list. And like said, most of them are the current constituency, regional, national executives, government appointees, past appointees, past party officials. And a member of parliament. Now we share campaign from the beginning. What me say? Most about 90-95% of current government appointees with Baumia.
Sure.
With Baumia. And likely say Baumia will lead, but automatically said the AC with this huge vote margin between Baumia and others no very represented our 4th November all the 290 something thousand
delegates. Young Bono East. Bono East Canada Ohine Japo Enya 6. Alan Kwejo Trebanten 3. Joe Gatti She. Kwejo Safwa Poko She. Dr. Owusu Free Yakoto 3. Kwabna AJ Ejapo Nya She. Francis Adainimo She. Dr. Kofi Kunedu Aprekunya She. Bwachi Ejakunya She. Dr. Mahamadou Baumia Enya 22. Vice President. And see contest name one.
But Adeba Kuswa more can so share results na banwa. Delegate list no 900.
Yeah.
And to so kofa NPP headquarters. A polling station and almost another police station. The emphasis greater Accra to police station. So in all we are having like 17 police station results aiba. But share results na banwa. Okay kabomwa it means as a do noa and twaba. Because we share Eastern region. Eastern region results are by
Eastern region.
Any Canada Japan 8, Alan Chemartin 7, Dr. Usa Fria Kuto 1, Francis Adenimo 1, Boache Jaku 4, Baumia 59. The rest enya 0. Over sa vote we bomwa. We 1 plus 59 will give you 60. 60 plus 15 will give you 75. 75 plus 5 will give you 80. And too far Eastern region, no results by nipa to about 80. But we share the results we are expecting about by let's say 900 votes. And a bit to me about. And then I say voter turnout no.
Central region there a buy and no much say nipa mienu failed to come. Central region.
Okay.
Eastern.
So what we need to do, is a production to mumway. Say regions in a bar, mommy the total a year votes
cast.
Na yentiminya a fair idea about how many people are so far or matter from regions are.
All right, sure. And to Yanko Eastern region, Canada Ohine Japo Enya 8. Yanko NPP headquarters back. The NPP headquarters. Are the Swift Biabemwana. And to KOB Ewa Homaso. KOB.
Hello, see.
Boko Ewa baby awono. Boko dear. Obeti me abubon abano tofa edi amaye bio.
Yo. Yewomu ewo NPP at my national headquarters. Ewo Asalam down. And it is fluid and intimate na beto aba DPC ministers ahoro regional minister Yera record to Ghana man pehene. His Excellency Nana Adudanko Akufo-Addo, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ankasa beto aba ewo hanom. Saranso and the Yera kwabena ejeje pom. Nipa de bebrenu ebeto aba wa hanom a enei wodi abato ni nyina bewie ema ehuntu sanso yensa etumi aka ewo hanom. Enu ti my young court result no so we a provisional result Sisia na easy certify me chete wagiatum na eye result e betumi ato mframa mu e dia mayen etiefo ne yen achefo a impin wori show original television and na original FM na o hwe se na hihia ne tena Yewra Kennedy Japan Yewra Kennedy akompre ko Japan onya 32 ewo NPP national headquarters onya 32 ewo NPP national headquarters Yewra Kennedy Japan Yewra Alan Kwadwo Chiramaten enya 25 Yewra Alan Kwadwo Chiramaten enya 25 Owura Jogate enya 1 Owura Jogate enya 1 Owura Kwadwo Poku Intafua enya 0 Owura Kwadwo Poku Intafua enya 0 Taranso ena Dr. Owusu Epi Yakoto enya 2 Dr. Owusu Epi Yakoto enya 2 Taranso ena Owura Kwabena Eje Japan onya 3 Owura Kwabena Eje Japan onya 3 Owura Francis Adenimo enya 6 Owura Francis Adenimo onya 6 Dr. Kofi Kunedu Apreku onya 0 Dr. Kofi Kunedu Apreku onya 0 Yewra Boache Ejako onya 0 Yewra Boache Ejako onya 0 Taranso ana Ghana Mampanyina Bedechi Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia His Excellency onya 107 Enuti metanso etubio Owura Kennedy Japan enya 32 Owura Kennedy enya 32 Owura Alanchamatin enya 25 Owura Jogate enya 1 Ojopoku Intafua enya 0 Dr. Owusu Efi Akoto onya 2 Kwabena Eje Japan former General Secretary onya 3 Owura Francis Adenimo enya 6 Dr. Kofi Kunedu Apreku onya 0 Owura Boache Ejako enya 0 Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia enya 107 Nancy wey aye chansu a etimu ewo FPP atena ketimu ewo
aso obi na bi say total votes cast no aye say
total vote cast spread the oboboy wa no 176
into 176 eno na ye total votes na say bi mu ameto
eno na ye total votes no
okay all right
no rejected ballots
no rejected ballots say omunyina atwe
there be omunyina atwe
Enti headquarters to say Triumphoni Kakra, camp Neniaje.
It's very tight to see. I hope the promo the journey of make up mean to say then so it's very tight to Papa President. Unya which a year cry. Nani Ramon, what would say about to let me out so upon ye by no. Not security no a draw today, but over the King Kanabano was signed the additional over 50 policemen. Our more well armed at time the promo Hanoma. Say adetire when mukra won nyina no worry to bang ejiban so about what the bibia bebe awie wa hanoma enei won atumi akenkan awie a Yewra Alan Kwadwo Yewra Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia watumi ajimu kunim ewo NPP headquarters wa hanom yere hwetu kwan se wodi nyina akopura mu ewo east atenakatim ane ne amanyebo a wodi amayen no ye nyina ye betuma akopura mu ewo east atenakatim ho na all the regional results no obeka nyina adi abom na tedi won ayi nipa 5 no ede akire na wodi akọ general conference no abatu nimu
ke obi mo ane kasante no kopie mu ewo electoral commission na kachia na yesani wo edi enkomo yeda se enti yamra ye screens no so ye beko eastern region po ye mantam emom so mato awie ya kan ni nyina awie enti emrepem no eba screens no so anti ye behwe also mo bedi enkomo right oni ebesi enkonwa atna se.
So far, me said the biggest voter turnout is coming from the party headquarters. It's a voter turnout 176. 176. Yeah. And out of this 176, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 107. It means the rest in 69 votes.
I'm thinking, say, ever talk with you, now maybe Alan will come to third position.
Definitely, because results are banning. Results are so far.
Provisional ones, no.
O project here, Kennedy Japan, Abeda number 2.
Yeah, Kennedy Beda number 2.
Alan Beda number 3.
Sana info,
but it's too early to conclude.
Oh, it's too early to conclude. Bibia, ebetimi. Since so far regions do one entino, ebi eba. Bedi enkomo nti ebeda ye ho ye ba so na wo ne amanyofo na sinkonwa atena sinama bobo ensem ti mewa ha nti results no as and when na eba no na me bobo so e dia nti ye ba same won to be take over guest no aye krado a won ba bobo nwa hwe so mo camp wini ana so mu luso ye kwaba
Tolebia, Putuprum, na akwensidie bi esi odasani bi abrabo, ama ontumi nya ne ho hwe. Na eba ne saa no a, enisa wode ahwease ye na. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance ene wapomodin boafo. Wo Cosmopolitan Health Insurance de, wapomodin eyehia de kese pa. Se wo pe health insurance, amenwumekuo, ekueku ahodo, ebusua ene ankronkro de a, ene manenye Cosmopolitan Health Insurance. Wone Cosmopolitan Health Insurance enkasa neya. Na wonsunya ayarehwe papa, esipi, efree yen accredited health service providers a, ebro ahanson, ewo Ghana fa na nyina. Freyen, ewo 030-254-0668 ana 050-167-8547. Na yenyi wapomodin sembisa ni nyina ano. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, wapomodin eyehia de.
Fremra yenya ye fa hodi ebesi ene. Empempenso oman edu efa sikasam ho. Ya pomudin sem, ye school sam ho. Ene empo ye nwere kane ensam ho no. Ene ne ekeka ho no. Sam pempenso ene sese ye du ana. Ye empanyimfo anase ye kendifo omudi ye nim no. Omudi ye nhwamo. Anase be bia sese omudi ye du no oho na omudi ye edu. Wenti ena original TV ede jubedi fofo kra ebrewa ye fe no the hot seats. What the hot seats so no ye ne aban impanyimfo amanyofo mrahebedwafo ene impo Ghana fo a omunimu de efa aye Ghana abakwasem ho ene impuntunsem ho ebedi nkita ho afasa dwumede ho enti chiame akosia asabia asumanim kwasia da bia no miensa ewo original TV na me for the hot seats embro the hot seats asamuni dika eninti yebeka.
Hi, you're from Nana Dubois Richard. A book was said to be at 9 o'clock and a pack up 12 o'clock. Shannon was selling this original FM 91.9 and as original TV. Now, Yensia, you're to my riding and cropon. You're to Nia, you're best swadi kakra. You're swadi area, you're best swadi nesio. Zoom class in a subabaso. Shannon so, a hona me mamre, now by Zoom, now by Saturday for TV so. I know dear, a beboa papa. Near Shazan, now watching a den crown ever cost abraboni. Original gospel makes nature in India. Na unim say, Eye Bubuja, Ebe Shrech now, na Pejao, na Monia Jofi, Medas.
Minutes, no after. Never will. I saw there. A dominant most watching my one to. Oh, 1 2. But now also if you mostly watching my one to. Yeah, one pen. Never man can top 5 my hacker. Hey, something. As I'm missing from yet. The same for my own book for the first.
A clear front runner emerging who would have garnered the support of the majority of the leadership of this party. Those who constitute the delegates for this special Delegates Congress form or comprise the leadership of the party. And we all have significant influence over the membership of the party. And none of us is doing our own will here. We're acting based on what the grassroots have told us, what they have directed us to do. We represent them. So we cannot come in and do our own thing. So if at the end of the day, a clear front runner emerges, I'll urge the others to sit down so that we can have a frank conversation about how we go into the November contest. So we emerge more united, stronger, better positioned to take on the opposition. And
man, baby, oh, my cousin will be brave. I'm on your Sunday beach. Be in your best.
Sama akwaba biem ye kasa NPP election no ho super delegate conference no and the results na ebro na say so far results na ba ne do so very soon all the 17 regions plus the headquarters the nyina ba be kan sane hu botofa de ama but se be kasa yewra Dr. Mohammed Bawumia NDT mo be kasa comfortable lead as will lead comfortably as the vote margin ya dia so papa na empenyimfo se edwa ha ye be pinse hu ni ahwe so far results na urban signals be na sending ahead of a year November 4 the super na kasia na nkasa be share so with delegates in list over 290,000 a year delegates empenyimfo na wo fidiem ha Alhaji Jafaru Said Karim were chartered accountant, also a member of the new patriotic communication team, and that will feed my son so and when for Eric Gregory Kwetia were former Greater Accra secretary. Penny for me, no, I will feed my penny for Mama Kwaba. I shall put me a day. So far, results are talking about in whose interest? Is it a party interest or particular candidate interest? It seems that Dr. Mohammed Bawumia comfortable lead. So no can say leapfrogging with dear Nimukra or Kokra. Mr. Free Ira Gregorio.
Kwetia, Eric.
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, Sammy, medical mechia ashama for me constituency ni ashama.
Okay.
Mechia ashama for na like I say.
Okay. But just quick one, Northern Region results, no, about certified results, no, so let's take a viewers through to the Northern Region results na. Okay. Northern Region results are happening. Yera Canada Japan yamani mienu ama yera kwabne Japan so enya baako. Dr. Mohammed Bawumia nya biana 48. The rest will be nya hwe. And too far the Northern Regions na total vote cast no 51. Out of these 51, Dr. Mohammed Bawumia pulled 48 out of 51. 3 pe. And the Canada Japan enya 2, kwabne Japan nya 1. Yera ala kwajochira maintain Etimenya 0 plus all other aspirants with the exception of Kenya Japan and Kobina Japan. So that's the Northern Region results and also Etimi Ababitum. Very surprising say Yero Alancha Mantibiti 0 pa because okay, when I remember Hona Yebedu Hon when you now cast them to us.
Yes, okay, Michiami constituency Ashama for MPP. Any party in penny phone na no more to abano send your kind. About 2 weeks your constituency chairman, any members of parliament, selected people, founding members, former national officers, will be a national officer. I don't know, Timmy Tuabano. And then you put together, and then you're having about 957 delegates going to vote. And then after that, and maybe 5 no clear. Clear say abana ye 2 year no. But I think a crabina me pese Ghana for an ye MPP for say hweni. If say ohwe abaye 2 nei say mfiti ase no ntimi ho ase kakra bi e bae no. Ofa the total delegates ekoto abana, it is equivalent to 1 polling station. 1 polling station. Yeah. Out of 27,000 polling stations or 30,000 polling stations in Ghana,
yeah,
it is equivalent to 1 because 1 polling station, you would have between 800 to about 1,000 to voters. It is national across Ghana, it is just equivalent to 1 polling station. Maybe a month for many income. And if 1 polling station, and then we are getting these signals, say, ye Bobi, ye be pro B, I think that as a party, we must be very, very much worried. I must say it here that we must be very, very worried about it. Because by extension, NPP is the ruling party. One. Again, we are going into an election that is who in 2016. 16 years of NDC, 16 years of an NPP. So whoever it is going to be one of the most toughest and the closest elections in this country. Sammy, on my way, I've always been saying, and I said it the last time, and yet, Obi Obe manipulated system to become a leader. But whoever is going to get the nod and to transform this country, that is the essence.
Okay,
of it.
Where you initial intro? Fact. Yera Jaffa Alhaji, your initial comment about so far results are taken in.
Sami, mamefa kwenye so enchia. Na menchia ehwefo. Obi bia ohwe nyina na yechia omo. Na mekaze so far so very good or so excellent. In scientific terms, there's nothing that is 100%. Okay. There's a margin of error in everything you do. So when you take over 17 polling stations,
plus the headquarters,
that's the 17. It was 16 regional then plus the head office, I-17. That's only 2 incidental. You see that it's on the minute, though we condemn all that has happened, but that alone cannot take the shine away from the processes. Because ansa na ebedu ebedu noma ACC ya no mpenyifuna omo interest of party, they all came together and agreed on certain principles. And I can tell you that so far, over 90-something% of all the agreement, So in short, it's an excellent reflection of what we all expected. 2, Abia Obisa, the number is about just 927. The Ghana population is saying over 30 million. Oko Parliament almost saying 275. Take a ratio of 275 against over 3 million. You see that it's just insignificant. It's just a representative. So let me use this opportunity to break certain things down for your and the understanding of viewers.
Yeah, before you break it down, I mean, young call a Upper West, near results no by who be breaking down. But to take us to Upper West, near results a free Upper West region. But so far, Mr. Also results has been satisfied by the electoral commission. Western region. Okay, let's go to Western region. Okay, there's the results of a free Western region there, but provisional results. Yera Kenejaponya 3, Alan Shamartin 7, Kojo Poku Enya 3, Dr. Uso Free Yakutu 1. Afi Dr. Muhammad Bamia Enya 31. Ahase Uba Bocheja Akon Apreku Kwabene Japan ena afi references then Mojogati omunyina enya hwe. But Jogati every Western region. Yera Jogati of Western region. Na on one home region Timenya 0, very surprising. As a vote, a total valid vote cast, and as a voter, a buy, 10, 13 plus 31. That will give you 44. Okay, 45 votes. Out of this 45 votes, Dr. Muhammad Bomianko Puli 31 out of this 45 votes to me Adiaba. But another surprise and shocking was a year Joga to one Kasan home region when you 0. You cast about a year Lankojocha Matia performing 7 votes are ahead of a year. Japan, but to Dr. Muhammad Bomia vote no is the vote margin. Yeah, they are so far.
Yes, so me twaso the breakdown am abe no.
Okay.
Na kasabi e won from say grassroots. Let me use this platform to make some education. And it say omo to aba no. Kan who say no constituency chairman. E ka ho. Na ansa no baba be di constituency chairman no. Can we say a grassroots for no and a two abamao? Sure, but it's here no grassroots. Meba. Yes, and they say there are some people who think say no, Obia yebe to abama no, it doesn't reflect the grassroots. So we should let the people know say no, nesi esrohono, if the grassroots and son eko do srohono. You understand that? So what is happening at the top is a reflection of what is on the ground.
Okay.
What na me children I say? Inti, as we speak to you now, for me, I have all the way. Baumia is getting over 68%.
Okay.
Sabibia answer 68%.
Okay.
Alan is getting 10%.
Okay.
And Canada, Japan is getting 14%.
Okay.
Okay, but the rest there is a tie somewhere, so they will have to go and this and that. All the same women in Atoa, there's a Casabin so air coso. Almost say such super delegate, a government appointees, and a sort of we should separate between party and government. Party and government. The only appointees are a non-party members, you know, a regional ministers. Regional ministers. Even out of the regional ministers, 2 of them are MPs. But all other they are purely party route. They reflect the party over regional executives. Regional executives are coming from constituency for Omokoto Abama, represented by the chairman. Chairman no so no constituency no ana yeden eto Abama no. Oko national now. You see the climb, the ladder. Over Council of Elders now. Your omo party members, but not government appointees. Party members na di omo Council of Elders. Omo patrons, party members. So 927 for no omo to aba eneno. Over 98%. Nina party members, but not government.
Okay.
It has nothing to do with
government. So 98% are party members who are current party executives from constituency.
Regional
constituency
chairman. From and the Oba regions so a composition, no?
All the 17. All the 17. You understand that? Rather national and what have you.
Former national officers.
Okay.
So the point of emphasis is say, it has nothing to do with government.
Okay.
It is purely party. And this party, they reflect the heart, the liver, the kidney. Sameka heart, liver, kidney. Can you think about national executives? You understand that? National executives, the Council of Elders, I get me, past executives.
So they will carry not just a represented the grassroots.
Exactly.
It means we are going to see similar replication
on the ground. You understand that? Now, my main results have been so far. My surprises. Only 3 regions are my surprises. Has to do with Ashanti region, Central region, and Volta region. And some about you, yet say an Ashanti region, no, they don't like a particular candidate. And I can see from all regions, say no, Baumia has been accepted by all the regions. Into Oko Ashanti region, he won massively. I was thinking that because someone says, no, Alan in quote, preferably, is home region, he will be able to pull surprises over there. But you can see the major gap about me, Edma, Alan, in Ashanti region. Tells you that the Ashantis are not, in quote, tribalistic. They are looking at somebody who can give them power. It's not about Akan. It's not about Ewe. Okay. I've said it before. All right. Then you go to the Central region.
Okay, wrap up on this one. Manu, wrap up on that and I'll come to you.
You go to Central region. Central region. Let me use this opportunity to say thank you to Honorable Ken Ajapong because he has shown, say no, at least his home Krampon with him, though Baumia beat him in his own hometown, but the number he got in his central region is appreciative. Yeah. You understand? Meaning he has done well in his own region. The last one has to do with the Volta region. I was very apprehensive. Say no. The last election Alan economy. Now me can say that place will be a stronghold for Alan. But the results over here is a clear indication that Baumia is wholly accepted in the Volta region. So put all this together, you can see that it's a reflection of all the regions that all the regions have unanimously, I get me, accepted His Excellency Vice President Mahmoud Baumia.
Okay. Opinion say mame ma bibi kakra.
Okay.
I'm say you see you na NPP for. Me I was Hackman, the spokesperson when he was contesting for presidential. Okay. Are you okay? At that time in 2006 because Alan was allegedly President Kufuor's favorite. You see how the regional ministers, me catch you say, "Ya ko baby." As some way say, me can say akment here. Now ya friend Crawford say shiom, one of the regions. A month for abetratnasi, ye train my baba she meeting ase. In your tears say alanaba. Sami, before I be any buy and hosono. Obia sorry ko. As some way, as some see politics eh. I was mean your kasa me tie no pa. You may think say it is rosy. You may think that it is rosy. Mommy and you careful as a political party because baby ye. The fact of the matter is say more beyond deceive we. He is the vice president of the land. So there are a lot of things are about to in favor.
Like
I've been in this party all this year. So don't
break it down.
A lot of things will go to his favor. One, if you talk of ministers near the MPs now, all of them were supporting him. And by extension, chairman, so that is something it is happening. But you see, going into 2024 elections, and yet to say you may have the person you think there, but when we get to the elections on the ground now, and indeed, this is exactly what happened in 2007. I remember very well. At that time, I call some of us, even though we were with a candidate, we thought, say, this person should be given a nod. And then, if you look at NPP as we say, people feel, say, elections we crown boy. Some Martin Penfobi can or young fire elections as say. You look at the end of the day, if Baumia should secure 68%, or the young fire 68%, even this election too, 68%. My money now say because all this nine aggregation. Back together
and representing even 10%.
And do 10%. And don't forget, I know more figures, so I'm saying say
1%.
And do. But if you pick Baumia 68% in this elections, now you can say the same thing Obenya in even year 20, almost 200 and something thousand votes now. But going into the elections in Ghana, it is going to be a different story. A very difficult for us. And that is what I said. MPP are very careful.
Who say? With this,
because yes,
who say about 68%.
Sami, who say na man for Kasa and Anado. Your course are super delegates and Anado secured about 94%. Okay.
Super delegates.
Yes. Anado secured 94% at that time in 2014. And to say if the sitting vice president enya 68%, we have to say 68%. We need to do a lot of work. You see, remember. MPP for no in here because all the aspirants in for. That is where I want us to begin to look at it.
Okay, yeah, you said the na era Jafaro Akan. We heard this the composition of this 900 and over delegates now because almost your major key stakeholders as far as the party structure is concerned. If you are unable to convince a major stakeholders like constituency chairman, regional executive, the national executive, what is the possibility say? Ubetimi I reach out to the masses na e wo form no amon e do so pa no kakra impo wantimi ahweso a
true na Sami on say so na make na me can say when there is that influence from government on person be admit we must admit this thing we are politicians mama in deceive we've been in this game for years. It is a fact that is going on now. If you pick Kennedy Japan, if you pick Alan Tremantin, if you pick Jaku, memo bien deceiving who say yes, this 900 and something want to me influence you. So by extension, would you be able to do same? It is said your kind some of the areas are not will be expected to say, but he made a reference to say the Ashantis are not tribalistic. But look at Northern region. Alan didn't secure anything. Kennedy secured something. Figures on so. All the votes in Northern region went to Muhammad Baumia.
Not all. You said Kennedy secured some. So it's a majority.
Yes. They are not Alan did not secure anything. Yeah. But in Ashanti region, yes, but in Ashanti region, yes,
the fact that Ashanti region,
look at the votes. Look at the votes Baumia secured in Ashanti region.
Yes. So take advantage of your vote.
No,
We understand that. Take advantage of your own.
It tells you, say, yes. Men use the word, say the Asantes are not tribalistic.
But it's advantage.
They are being objective.
I will give it time.
They are being objective to the situation. And that is what I want you to admit. But Obeka said, the Asantes are not tribalistic. Then what is the figures that you record in Northern region? So, because the figures you record in Northern region, it's a clear manifestation of what you are doing.
Alaji, we are past 68, said okay, we are expecting, said Dr. Mahmoud Bamio pull about 68%, as against 32% from all the 9 aspirants. What happened? If after this superdelegate conference, now all the 9 aspirants to 80 up, no more supporting one candidate against Dr. Muhammad Bawumia ahead of a year November 4. And also saying to Mrs. Sanyama.
But your answer you
okay.
Let me say my initial statement, man can't influence what I did was to let you know, say no, they are purely party members. But what I never spoke about influence. It's my brother who is trying to import that into my submission. I've never spoken about
I think say maybe or not. That's one. Government. It means some government influence from the government.
But we need to make this point clear.
Okay.
All the ministers that voted, they voted not because they are ministers. They voted not because they are ministers, but because they are members of parliament. That is why the Greater Accra Regional Minister, are you getting me? Under normal circumstances, in Kobenya 2 votes. Are you getting me? Because he's a regional minister as well as a member of parliament. But he was only given 1 voting right. Are you getting me? So if you can say ministers and I appoint you or it's not because they are ministers, it's because they are MPs. And I'm saying to you that they are MPs because they got the vote from the grassroots. That is why they became MPs and representing the party in parliament. All the Enutun or say super delegates, the first one Nanado 94%. It's never true. Nanado got 83.15%. 83.15%.
Okay.
Are you getting me? Almost selected the 5. Okay? But almost call the main elections, Enipa mienu anko. The train from 83, it appreciated to 94.33%. Okay, it appreciated to 94.35%. When we share superdelegates, it's a reflection. And I'm saying another 83, a reflected grassroots, you got to about the number appreciated.
Okay,
now, back to your question.
Okay, but back to my question. My main two correspondent, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia office, campaign office, KOB. KB Nyako. Hello, KB.
Hello.
Again, of course, Dr. Muhammad Bawumia office is here.
Yo, Huntor, I'm from Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia office, Ataram down. Now, Yenina Yenim race, Yenina Yenim say, and then super delegate. About one course, you share a provisional results like the Abana, like I say, when we are to doctor, and I'm at a victory, the cat or no, and I better and Kaya, and the system can see Abana, Bahano, cast me at the Apako, half when you focus to the market, the poor partner, person, a question, doctor, I will offer me a vice. If you are not Aziz, you now organize a branch of we effect, and as a man from we expect us up, but dear, also hanging out and sit one. Just a year back, I might think I will effort, but yes, a meeting, no airport, and so almost see and drink a cry, a year domina, a year corridor, so now be canopy as yes, and Sema, a year.
Okay, for KB, for Nibi, I was sending the buy. I want to Dr. Muhammad Bawumia and then 4 years, Samia Uku, Anthony Cabo, a team Bawumia campaign team or more jubility. Now we can see some projected a year resources. So I will do office one mono. A year Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, a year Delegates man. Omukolesho, Montana, Kolesho, Muye, no matter projected so far. 17 polling station results now, Banon. Okay, so see, the man mechanics, the PR and Fantre, and so near you who are wanting me, I say, a tresse, almost 2 years, you them say, almost year for the truth, this young Kakran, and the Ohono,
Omodi about the Tuga. Na me a shot almost near you, and so almost to me, and farm Tuga or Mra easy empire and declare I did not empire more. I mean, there was a remo change. Via normal train say if back at the and son of someone in India, only about the 20 years. I was to me, say, you better to be an other time. Yes, if for them, paying for ban, but
send a security situation tell Dr. Muhammad Bamia office.
In the office.
Send a security bamboo something or horses here.
On so send a meeting on bamboo and some of the wild winning or inviting. Osha police for abo ha nyina hia e na so se ngura ya adu man kasa police for ne doors men come and kra a police for be 15 e wa ha kete omudi akoniaba a kete omudi se bambo hu nsem e be ko so pepe na na u be wura mu kra no se wonye obi a umu yebu a ya ma wan se bra enya de obi ye wura mu ta
okay
me mo wo mu tumi wura mu kakra ye wo a o ma pom pe se me ti biara nkumi bi be be jo mu meki jama no wo na o ti se background no mu ye se ne ti biara nkumi ni ba ati jama share no bitimi akoso onjo
okay then ke because one bomb pempen na Japan kwa na better for mama ya so nti na bomb dia so be wura Dr. Muhammad Bamia collation room of when you come back on ma what the provisional kwa I want to see the almost what project wo mo na ye betimi na tie for atumi acha ke bi mo ene amanebo ni Obama ne ya ka so free Dr. Muhammad Bamia official campaign officer wa salam down and ye infoni bi amotimo Mr. Dr. Muhammad Bamia nyimo bone we ya Bamia beba we ya Bamia beba ye we ya Bamia beba and then nyimo mo ebo ho no
so inti me question na obisa me question say other candidate you know so mukasa on bet team up
against Dr. Muhammad Bamia.
There are three things that I'll tell you here. One, Sadian NC.
Two,
Messi NC, and I'll give you three reasons.
Okay.
One, the processes that led to the election of this candidate has been very transparent, free, and fair.
To you?
To everybody.
Yeah, sure. Free, fair,
say, apart from, like I say, no election is 100% my initial statement may say margin of error. No, it's about 2 or this percent. Into it's free and fair. So that alone will not give any of them any bitterness, any base to suspect say ebia yachimo binsa. Enunti obi anu obesa dia no. 1, 2. Sakuku damwe. They love NPP. Alan Tremantin, Canada, Japan, everybody from 1 to 10, all of them. That is why we say patriotic party. So they love NPP. And I don't want to believe say, any of them will be so diabolic. Any of them will be so destructive to the party. Say no, Obeka say Obeye
Dr. Era Canada, Japan are making it clear. Say
yes.
Obechre Dr. Muhammad Bamia.
Yes.
There's going to be a showdown.
Showdown. So, if I ask you what the definition of showdown, answer.
You see, what do you need to
understand? Let me land. You understand that? So showdown, are you getting me? If I ask you what's the definition, you will not be able to tell.
I will share the anger.
The anger.
You are having conversations.
You understand? So
you are having conversations. Okay. Maybe you just want to break in for a second. Just a second. If you want.
Yeah, let me say, Obi Onoma, I BBC and a reaction on the spur of the moment.
So that will be. Okay. You understand that? It's fantastic. So at the end of the day, we love NPP. None of this who want to injure and also obey Bibia a party no form.
Okay.
That's point number 2.
Okay.
Point number 3, they say, you see something for me is they know and believe and accept the fact say no, when it comes to governance, if NPP is in power, Ghana is better off.
Okay.
So they will never do anything that will harm the chance of NPP retaining power in 2024.
Okay.
And to put all this together, I'll say to you, say, no, I use this platform to indicate, say, all the 10, we love them. All the 10, we accept them. All the 10, we respect them. But at the end of the day, it is only one person that will emerge. Okay. So as one person has emerged now, I use this platform to let them know, say, no, yes, as far as jubilation is concerned, it's allowed.
Okay.
But do not cross borders. Enko say ebia udi obi unfair and I say ekutia bonus and your mano. I will not support.
Okay. All right. All right. Chairman Kwetia.
Kwetia.
Nanado 83% 2014 a year super delegate conference. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia 2023 68%.
Provisional. All other things, yeah,
provisional. Yeah. It means Nanado was more popular among the superdelegate conference than Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. What happens? So if unfortunate situation and that's an unfortunate event, all the 9 aspirants, you know, say okay, per this results a buyer, Alanchemate camp said there was some intimidation against or non-agent. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia raised the same Kennedy Japan raised the same concern. Former Agric Minister also raised similar concerns even prior to elections. Said impose some contractors. Sikakro say they will support a particular candidate. You know, they are not supporting them. If unfortunate event banners or Makasomu United me up against Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, 32 against 58, 68% for the showdown. November 4 now. What would be the state of NPP?
You see, one say, Sammy. My main casting we see MPP baby was a CR. Who's a war a bemwa now who ye, especially when you are getting to the second term.
Sure.
The last time I lose power, we lost by only 40,000 votes to Mills. That was in 2008. And because your internal issues we are managing. That is why I openly know. I see say nanka yempeni phone be one man me expect you almost show some decorum in terms of the way they go about talking about these aspirants because very difficult sometimes when in the process not be feel say ya intimidate you more na chire no person omo san beka ho a ya na difficult and I think say there was a history that should guide us. Going into 2024, you best select your presidential candidates on the 4th of November. Just around the corner. Who say CA. But then you see certain characters prominently, other presidential candidates now. That is where it's going to be a problem. And I think so far, it is not bad. They are doing well. But say no because come boom against one person. I don't see any sense say no.
But going forward, if we said this superdelegate conference MPP is something that MPP must continue because we are practicing multi-party democracy. You have a delegate list is not even up to 300,000. You have had the national election. We are talking about 17 million Ghanaians have voted. Last election, you have about 8 or so presidential aspirants in Ekonekotoaba. Don't you think, say, allowing this superdelegate conference to continue, you are prejudice the outcome of the main conference?
Sammy, I say, I did we no say you call 2007. And a year is the CNMI, your party in your status year reflections. The who say, Yama Kwaya, who say, Nipa be briba file some contest to become the presidential. I
then I am from so.
Yes, Ubekaya, the 17, honestly, managing the party, but you see what was a question the same kind of
thing. You have party full of intellectuals. MPP is the only party I thought to say when it comes to the elite, we have the elite. Another time we have the men and women. What is wrong? Say you giving opportunity for men and women elite intellectuals to compete.
But you see, yeah, mind way mono. We are not as advanced, as developed as other countries. Because I mean, if you look at what is going on now, there are certain personalities. I mean, can we expect you almost say they will be seen even jubilating with certain candidates. And that's because the moment I was a party officer, you are supposed to be at the middle. But you see, say some of them now walk around. It is only say be a general secretary when who say or ye bibisa and I say a national chairman. But we see people who were campaigning for certain presidential candidate or the other. And I think that some of these, you call constituency level, you still see some constituency officers. But the moment I am a constituency officer, you are supposed to embrace all of them. And then I did bitterness neighbor. But I think say, you can say, the two about the how are people take post-elections resource, management, it has never been good in our part of the world. Me, my co-elections, I contested the parliamentary the last time. I lost by 28 votes. But the way I embrace the results, now I accepted defeat. It was a young man with Nimu Papa. The last elections, Mahama did not even congratulate Nana to date.
Mahama?
Yes, he didn't.
Mahama congratulated.
He didn't.
Mahama did.
Get it on the record. He didn't.
Okay, yes. Don't worry.
Because or say results on Jintu. And that kind of attitude where they be Jintum into a create a lot of problem. And I say, or Jitum Crampa or a membrane fee or for say a bon crown. So we made the say, party no FBB baby be do her. Now some people are also making the comment. No, the menu and the casa or say Obi or your constituency chairman Biano, police station for na atwa Bamano. So or derive on the power from the polling station executives. Ebimus can say, okay, sanity podia, Yama Quena says, I'm paying for to Abana, Yemfa as the results and then the leader of our party. All these things are coming up. But Sammy, media, what I am saying, say, we are Democrats. And in a democratic dispensation, one person would obviously become victorious. So when you're now, say, another time you can still come back and contest. I mean, you have examples, people contest elections outside Ghana. Beyond man, Abdullah Wad, elections 6 times, and so we need to become the president of Senegal. But one power, the consistency, say, still I know you have that ambition. Me results we are abbey. Areas Bima, a yemi, one has to do with certain presidential candidates, which is Kennedy Japan, the first time, but haven't secured the second slot. It shows clearly, say, also your politician be a position you need to ask yourself whether near to the benefit of the people that are in the party or the Ghanaians. And when you know your factors, because we had elections, everybody thought, say, Alan was going to be the second. But along line, Ken was going out because Ken has been a person, a democrat, you should say the an intemperate attitude. The people use it against them, and they were sure be cry. Say what happened, what fat phone, and I say what reacting so angrily. Me feel say a case among every politician. Say, oh officer, what are you doing so that a baby banana say, oh call for renewal of your mandate, and I say, oh seeking mandate be a. What are people going to say? And I think that is what I would advise. Because if you have Alan, everybody thought Alan was going to be second in this election. For the Baumia winning today, there, no NPP need to know what I said.
Okay, Alaji, what free said that I'm Yama Yera Alan Kojo Chermati, one in the betting like I said, he has had contact with the super delegate from 2014. We emphasize 20 from 2007. Ababeduama Yera. Can Japan go remu na say akra taking
Huntor pacho mami take assembly. Sure. Okay, say NPP is an elite party, intellectuals and what have you. When problems come, it doesn't matter whether you are intellectual or not. Said you somewhere you see Honorable Kennedy, it doesn't mean that it's not an intellectual. Okay, but at the spur of the moment, nyoma bitimi de etimi sima bibisa etimi ba. O de anu tu nchen but there are so many examples I try say your party muhanom and na me no ka say offer the third national chairman school po ankobio NPP. He's a sawmill person, but because nyo obetimi dia boa party ntu nyan ka say wan ko school ntia nya den yemfa position ne ma no ye da ma no. Okay, MP Kochia, hairdresser. Yeah. You understand that? I must say. So that perception saying no MPP elite, you know, that thing should be put aside.
No. You see, the elite, I made mention of that elite in a contest.
Okay. So if it's a contest,
in a contest, you have a party, you have a lot of people are elite.
Okay, a lot of people.
Nah, you say, wow, se fatano. Come and pick form. Utimitia now go through vetting as a qualifier. Then with all that, you know, you are putting another measure to see the list before you go to the main.
But don't forget to say one will say when there are two people fighting and there's a mediator will not achieve if the two fighters don't accept or they are say mediator they will not accept it. So in resolution or conflict resolution, the people involved in conflict in Ankasano, their contribution to the resolution is very paramount.
Okay.
Other not in China now can simply say, is it because Nanado seems to be more popular because of votes now Onya? Can who say no?
Okay. Just quick one. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. The projected winner of this Superdelegate conference Akosono Wakasa Yinti Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, the Vice President.
Whilst we celebrate, I want us to remember that the hard work is still ahead of us. We will have to win November 4th. By the grace of God, we won. And then win December 7th, 2024. I think it's very important that we remain united as a party. Whilst we celebrate, I want us to remember that the hard work is still ahead of us. We will have to win November 4th. By the grace of God, we won. And then win December 7th, 2024. I think it's very important that we remain united as a party. Whilst we celebrate,
Okay, this is Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, the Vice President, the projected. So far, we are waiting for the official result declaration from the Electoral Commission. But all the projected and provisional results have been projected. Said Dr. Muhammad Bawumia has won massively, over 60 to 70%. Relation. So Pachamonfa total coalition in Fanto screen is now RF4 and share na Dr. Muhammad Bawumia is talking about your party unity. Now okay, share results are about so far. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia enya emmanuel 629 votes. Yeah, 629 votes. Me pacho production team mun computing or percentage for my okay mun for the next percentage and family hu. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia are with 229 votes. Yera Canada Japan atosu biudo with 132 votes. Yera Alan Kwajoche Mantiata Sumienza with 95 votes. Yera Dr. Uwusefri Yakuto atoso with 36 votes. And my candidate, me catch yourself, Doctor. Yera Francis Adenimo. My candidate. He made it. My candidate. My candidate is in there. Yeah, Yera Francis Adenimo had a 5 with 9 votes. Okay, so the next year, we are going to break it down. But if you're breaking it down, your can't say chartered accountant but we just break it down for in terms of percentage with the total valid votes, no. Now you're interested in terms of total valid votes, but before me engage a secretary. Dr. Muhammad Bawumia at the victory speech at me at the Aba. He is calling for unity. Said the party need to reunite ahead of November 4 and Sana even 2024 main election at me Aba. Sana also who Dr. Muhammad Bawumia victory.
I think it's a victory. We're all expecting it. Say, I mean, looking at the way the dynamics in the party, unless if you are your party senior person, you would know clearly that Bawumia was going to win this. And then again, the most important thing, let me say, is that, or say, even in celebration, let us show some kind of decorum. Let us show, say, we are together. And I think they are very, very important going forward because we have a very tough elections ahead of us. Yeah, punches too much holes. That's where we're going to have a problem. And I think that if you look at all the 5 Fioma make here, these are powerful people. 3 basically are coming from Ashanti region, 1 is coming from Central region, and then Baumia is coming from the northern, northwest, northeast, and then northern. Let me put all the 3 north, the Savannah, northeast, and the northern region. So Baumia, and then the 2 upper west and upper east. So Baumia represent that class, and then if you pick Kennedy from Central, so Central and Western. So it means that now we have a very formidable 5, and out of this 5, you know, say yetimi to 2 year whoever emerges on the 4th of November, then so it is now clear. So one of them definitely is going to lead us. Let me put it so. From different regions from one, almost forces, almost strength, and very, very important for us to really make an impact, because NDC they say anymore only problem the neighbor. How much the Mahama no my as on presidential candidate. So for me, my focus is on how as a political party you bet in conduct here. Now ye injure so much, you punch too much holes in our campaign against our personalities, these 5 people. So that at the end of the day, we are two about we on the 4th of November. And you may 4th of November, you may be whoever is going to lead us, you know, that person will be so formidable for us to break the 8. Because breaking the 8 in December 2024 is the ultimate goal. So breaking 8 in there. So I think it's break. So for me, I think that the advice now about Myanmar, you know, the unity, the kind of words and the kind of 5 I think they should also find alliance with others now, because
one thing
5 they can join whoever they think say or you're formidable.
One thing that is secure is so far all these votes by it we are talking about 901 votes and by we are working on the breakdown. We want to see in terms of percentage.
It's supposed to be 927 votes.
Yeah.
About 26 penalty.
So that's the voter turnout. The voter turnout also has been massive. It's about 95%.
Now, I'm say ballot sport. So
but what we are breaking it down? Okay, so Vice President, Doc.
Yeah, approximately 70%.
70%.
Yes, 69.9.
Okay, so 69.9.
So that's 70%.
Okay.
And Canada Japan 15%.
15%.
And Alan 10%.
Okay, 10%. Dr. Usafri
Dr. Akoto 4%.
Okay.
And my candidate 0.9.
Okay,
0.9. Let's say 1%.
0.9%. Okay, so Dr. Mohamed Baumia 69.9%, Ira Canada Japan 15%, Ira Alan 10%, Dr. Usafri Akoto Planting for Food and Jobs 4%, and my own Ira Francis Aden 0.1%. But you be fully surprised in November.
But let me put on record, Adanimo is one of the,
one of the decent politicians we have in Ghana. Now I'm very happy say this 5. What you mean?
Say the last one, or first 5, but yeah, called the main election. I think he pulled out also, or is it Dogate who pulled out? One of them pulled out. But looking at this number, unless it is extraordinary, otherwise, looking at this number, I want to believe that by the time we go to November 4, some of them may want to consider
some alliances
coming down or pulling out.
All right. My main call Ahomanusina Mine Dr. Ezekiamu, or political analysis. My bedroom thought about wrap it up on this conversation. Doc, what's your game? One haba a original TV survey.
It just mean don't training with you for you.
For that, Papa. So far, who follow NPP super delegate election from an opabisi several results to me at the Abba. And Yama Ben will observe ABC the process from the process so far.
Oh, me that's very Fanny upon the top funnel. Be a Juni, send your name in a shady more be Juno. Just say agro acofom na or more Sambre or Boko to Abano, maybe Nihuni say, and Nam say, Imu, Eda Sukuta, buying Yomem. That's the Kuta or mine restores in New Mentino. Was Russe be obey Nisabe Oberhedi Kutano. Enotino, dear Abba, or Mampania, be the Chile, and Yamawa, a son, I was saying. Okay. Nemono, say, ye call ye name be wa, dear. You say, and from a for and your master, and yes, ya.
Would you say concerns are here Lanchamatin camp, raising yes, some of their agents were assaulted and even prevented from conducting their role as a party agent. Iraq and Japan crowd openly were threatening the vice president and the president. And some concerns are some aspirants raising are proud to and then election. So before and during this a year voting, no concerns from raising, you know, is there anything to go by? Bit me affecting NPP chances ahead of a year 2024 election. Now that the vice president calling for unity.
Oh, say every Brimuhano. We should say the boy a brow ye fee, we a community maybe no and as I reflect you your political groupings. You share my idea CV and some ya reacted. Na ya reactia ya saka sa bro and I'm saying here. Ye name say a bimo a betie the penny for the camp. So, you know, Sanya Ubusano. A idea was an como etimi postpone lucra, non commercial concerns to the year. Na sabi obi ntimi fa incumbent because we really are tramatia o kan ban ho na wa free mo enti tambre a wa free aban no mu a o kwa kope tinambia kese no omo da so wa aban no mu omo advantage over you definitely because on the security on the BB so mo say the city no enti ya sa na ni nyina no so no ya no mo nyina omo dia ya futuo na nyema bi say ya na mi ko bi aya ma hometi ya me pese me kan bebre because no kure ne da ho e bibiri mu a ye fa no kure kwan no so ye manchine e why o ka wo fa wa beti wi a ne abekrokro ja ma ne ka no so embre no ko apa wo wi enti ta ne o ma say MPP mpani for political executives no o mo staff de ne nke ne yi ye was almost 2 years and November na no mo fan to and yes adia and me hu ni say abusuano ya de ko jan bi bem
doc we share 2014 super delegate conference e course so na nada kwakufu then puli about 83% vote then Dr. Muhammad Bawumia puli about 69.9%, let's say 70% vote. It means Nanado was popular than Dr. Muhammad Bawumia offered this results to the Tunchia. Is there anything to go by in terms of Dr. Muhammad Bawumia Koswa the main contest because November 4 no ahead of 2024 no the popularity no can we say it's not enough within even the party?
Yeah, what school no na yeah, what secondary school? Me name time I call there. Me call me the 80. Na yeah, a great master. Oba from one was here free the law of diminishing returns. The one kasa what you here.
Yeah, the more who consuming and actually say the taste of preference and so bad from.
Me da wasi bebre. 80 asa na ye didia na kufuwa do banche no. That am na wa hode. Na sa asa ya na ye didia Europe o de dia. That one day no 77 years so ati and today Nana Akufo-Addo there. And I hope say o man for better my dear me partner.
Okay. Do you see any possibility say with this results are abano the main contest which is November 4 no enema betumi asesa e ma bia de odi akire ba bedika ba dodika ko di akire.
There are going to be changes and 77 sani ehunu no ebi anu ma into that. And I'm studying mechanics say obi biara say call for the final contest the one the constitution entirety. And I'm so resources or pool crowd or show animal thing, you know the saying I say who's or has to vote. It's in the character of that coercion. It's one trauma vice president where you the 1.5 years. You know, you could move to Swatia, or move to halfway near the MP for the bridge through, and you straight forward top. MP the bridge through. But President Nado Ankasa Emeki categorical statement say or no do say or one choice. But one country will be also be uncle support will be even and with me amas. Do you think say these results are about Dr. Muhammad Bawumia? Just a comfortable lead is over 70%, you know. It's as a result some kind of intimidation and people were coerced to vote for Dr. Muhammad Bawumia to secure the appointment in government? no one American say, or more to Neno. Or more and yet, for over 200 and something thousand delegates on Mugu grounds. My standing MP there.
Okay.
And I know what I'm talking.
Okay.
It's on the grounds, you know, you were police station executive, you were chairman, you were one, thank of tribute all over Ghana, and you were Mokoto in Nelo.
Okay.
Mokoto in Naya, one Sabi, and wo, any city, water or one son, Sabi, who will do constituency to be a chairman and the MP Nakoto. It's the chairman and MP. Who are we a police station executive? Who do want to know? It's the time call for no, the other panel, November, and no edit the time paper and quite the same order. Mark my word, it will not be the same because the dynamics will speak to the issues that we are talking about on that particular day in November. Okay,
Dr. Sameja Kwamwa on the first question November for MPP Beko. Nani the delegate do run nya kwanya to nipa enumi ye yuomu esesi no. What would be your advice a futu bena bema MPP amanyuku na kra we Dr. Muhammad Bomia era alankwajo Chirematen ene yera kina Japan mu wo mu no a obi ti say era Francis Adani mu ene Dr. Uso Fria kuto mutimi make it up to the 5 list no wanwa kakrama
the kind advice no and say omo hwe na omo enye ade sefata e wo porto ho anfa na omo de shape na sipu nani na omo koduru poni finfin a mechanic bi abi ho obi ni ho obedi wo omo enti sebe omo kan nyoma ni yi no mo fa nyoma panto to kwem no mo hwe se sie ni wanchi angu na bi wo ba bia obo fa no kora ye enye se bedru November 4 ko December no opponent ready o tan no the agrodesi so it went against the official sema NDC chairwo it is amre the peye sinti bia o mo hwese pepe beye na yese sabi prebiasa obi da sukuta aban mu ntitinti na yamfa ne nko o mo fa no kore to o mo kire no kore ye ne yeko na semasi ene wi ni ya o mo nyina betina aka abom na se ko ye bi fufuro dia na se bi nipa ba ku pipie na nkono na aka no ko botin ku se ye support wa asema to party no ana enu aka ka se ye nti wa tipi wa asema to party because ko botu no a o mo nyina yi wo mani no obia o wa ebi o ni dom ebia obu ha o sika obu o so o dom obu o so o kasaba ko o mutie it is a mixture of all the characters and no mo betimi ni o opponent di asia ama sebe Ghana for and you o ma na o be you opponent it is am ready advice ni apa na whatever happen yan tu na yan focus on November 4.
Okay doc ewia that spa Dr. Isaac Yamwa, your opinion, you are man, you say, when I train commander, foot on the Aquaman MPP, Amanuko, so I say, I'm going to prepare about 2 years. Now, who say results are by and we are bit me as a son, Yami Adman November 4, no, after to cry, and I say, and Crophobia, amendment fake, and I cocoa to a banner and say, 1 year will do to me about this is our dog. Is it allergy?
I totally disagree with the political analyst on this issue.
Okay.
One. Say your program is so, and I make us to Abano. None of them, apart from the regional ministers, any MPs, all other people. What will you threaten them with? So, be too nefi position now, one, and as the chairman say, no, I can say, Nanado be too nefi. It's not possible. Until someone can say, no, some were intimidated, say, yeah, Niomo, Yabeja, Musamuno. It's neither here nor there. Okay. Over 90-something% are pure non-government members, but party members. So that should be made clear to him. That's point number 1. Point number 2, or can I say the diminishing return? Listen to this. His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the 83 he secured in 2015. Do you remember that he contested in 2007? Do you remember that he contested in 2010 and contested in 2015 before securing that 83%? Compare it with somebody who has just come for the first time and securing that 70%. Will you match the two? Will you talk of diminishing return? You can't do that. In this analysis, it can't stand. The point I'm making is this. I am not proud of the 70%. I am proud because I am an NPP person. Okay? I am proud because I am an NPP person. Say no, at the end of the day, sa akukudami, ye ni na obi pia ye beji no, he or she And as so far, he unquan or honum, and a Beko Lydia going to 2024. Into influence is cannot stand.
Okay,
if you go down there.
There's a breaking news from our correspondent from Western North region. Western North results is under contest. And Crawford are rejected results. Team free air correspondent. Nana. A dear cost of Western North. A dear intina man for so many results in Phantom.
Well, the cancer about Jim Western North region now a region by Ushima. Baumia, not just the donor expect to say, at least a ne abattoir, ye quacotono. When Yakura and Uncle Betty, and the 90%, and I say, maybe at least 100% rank, nonka, and any idea. The donor sharing say, and can say a bit to me, I can. Nippon is abattoir, and then no a 33. Abattoir, a corner, not just a idea. Dr. Muhammad Baumia or your vice president. When you're 18. Na eno na MP wo eye akontomra ono so na che se ba no ba omia camp na odi animu pa o champion senka at least what's not there Dr. Baumia betimi enya 80% net ewie ye no na che se on nam 55% na che se o che se results no nya no anya dia na ni se da eje ho do Baumia timi edi nkunim ewo Western of there but enya adia ne bojo so ana we na amana hu se so mu ye adwuma ye na fear delegate
so apili say yes Dr. Muhammad Baumia ni candidate are winning but percentage awade are winning no and so nani said they see project you know are they calling for a cancellation of the results or more contested the results na abano and answer he said they are going those say we the open but they are going to build on this result to make sure say November 4 no they will get their preferred results.
Yes, sama opeso che o share result now unya na nanka the open enya no enya enti we na ama na hu say share delegate no etimi aye adwuma kakra e wo ho but on be more modern say on be hu adwuma yie se ne be ya November 4 no enkoba say delegate betimi asan ababedo mu ehwamo edit say de no omu ehu ye no.
Okay, so far I can say more declare result electoral commission declare results na we na say na voting center on city other aspirant agent almost so e buy and say almost accepted these results.
Well, so far the electoral commission declare results we ama we move kra F1 o share what of their necessary no basabasa bia no e buy ayen komodi o to abawi na odina na say komodi bia na no mudidi do mo other candidates no on say no mo share any favorite bia you be to say bia Alan Kenya Japan any bia afia kutumu a other candidates no nya bia o say obi abetimi aba near anywhere but omunyina no omuhu say okay that's what ometimi enya but akwa say Baumia camp na nanka omo expectation Edema Dr. Muhammad Baumia no entimi amem samfa mom ni
okay
they feel disappointed kaka.
Okay, all right Nana Juma that's part one manebo na we are western of manebo ni Nana Juma na there by say Dr. Muhammad Baumia camp no Oliver Twist always asking for more.
You can't force any person.
Sure.
Ni awunya no eno na edema o. Inti but from Niefi correspondent and Tracy be almost cancel or they are calling for the cancellation of the result. They be that should be put on record. But send be almost expectations no na enambemu. But put all together he has won it. Now all this annual nyina e de tuma o de kan sanse o kan sanse nyina bomu a. Nyame kan say nia doctor kan no on kan hu say no sankrofo numu nyina no they can do 7 of this but one of them is more likely to do all these 7 in some amabeboso. Huntor, me say sankrofo mpenyifo numu ya yeyi omu yi. They can do 7 of all this I'm going to mention.
Okay.
But Baumia can do it better.
Okay.
And it is known by all. That is why he's gotten that percentage.
Okay.
One, someone who knows the records of the current NPP government.
Okay.
Look, going into 2024, it's record by record, sector by sector. What is happening across? So you compare all records. So when you talk of somebody who can speak to the records of NPP government now, Bawumia can do it better than all the 5.
Okay.
We want somebody who can inspire the party members. Okay. Let me tell you something. You remember when COVID came? 2021, 2022, when the whole economy was slowing down. Right before the 2021, 2016, Papa winning election, it took Bawumia to hold the hearts and minds of NPP members right from 2012 elections up in 2016. So he inspired everybody, brought everybody on board. And as I speak to you now, in difficult times in 2021, when everybody thought that, oh, things were not going on, he was able to speak to the records of the party to the sense that, as I said, no, NPP, we have done much. So ours is to communicate what we have done. And I said, yeah, so Bawumia is somebody who can inspire more party members more than the rest.
Right.
The next one is, the third one is somebody who can give life to the existing projects. And I'm going to say, His Honorable Alan Kojo Mantin, Minister for Trade. You understand that? Often the sector, one district, one factory. There are so many of them. So we want somebody, when he comes, he can give life. We have party. Are you getting me? And we have individuals. So one district, one factory, no, is a party policy. It's not an individual's policy. Okay. So we want somebody who can give life to the existing policies. I'm using one district, one factory as example. I can use planting for food and jobs as example. So somebody who can give life to all these policies, you know, I'm telling you, sir, His Excellency Bawumia is a better position than any other person. Okay. We want somebody who can bring in new ideas. You understand? Sure. And now Bawumia can say, you know, I also have my idea. And I've been say, this facility, the CEO of this particular company, if you are put there, I want to believe that, as Mensbeck said, or see, a leader is an initiator of change. If you are an initiator of change, when you go into leadership, things that are working good, you maintain them. Things that are not working well, they say you are an initiator of what? Change. So you bring in new idea. You can't do the same thing and expect different results. So if Bawumia says, say, no, I am bringing in new vision, new idea now, is to build on what is in existence and bring in something new. And I'm telling you, say, no, Bawumia can do better than all other candidates. Okay, the next one is that, you know, somebody who is accepted by key stakeholders in this country. Samika key stakeholders are, sure. When we take the industry, let me say AGI, okay, that industry, they accept him. That's the business community. They accept him. When we take the religious community, they accept him. When we take the key stakeholders, they accept him. When we take the youth, they accept him. So this is somebody who appeals across all the stakeholders who matter in the election of this election in this country. Then you take somebody who has international appeal. Look, all these 5, like I said, I will not sit down here and denigrate any of them. But I'm telling you, sir, somebody who can do it better. Or for that matter, among the 5, somebody who can do it best is His Excellency Bawumia. That international appeal, Ghana, is not an island. Whatever you do, things that happen outside Ghana affect us directly. Okay. So, this is a young man. Into consideration.
Okay. Secretary, I'm because if you are contemplating, and I mean, Trincomo, Kitwabi, or Homer's, you know, for Lestete, a woman swearing among Monument for Tenka Yamaha. I may say, honorable Fragman, Patamon Chesa. Musabit to me, I can, okay, ye intending some more hours ago, a woman to be honorable at Lestete.
We are forced to say Africa and Japan, but results are Enya so far. Now, about 10 regions are Enya. Oh, yeah, can Japan will be taking second position. And at the end of the day, no, me if say that candidates, no, I'll bet me about a support to vice president because Yenya mentor is a break it, in India. We don't have any choice than to send the vice president as a primary. I don't need Yababa Mama and Kusrimon Munkoko. And over results a free slim banner. It means that they are determined because Upper is a vice president for 100%. And California can 0. If you look at Ashanti, Bare 97% near. And at the end of the day, Nyame all the regions is the vice president who is leading. If we are, Bigidi say, and California will be 2 months for a bit of Preku, a bit of at the end of money or monkey count. 5 for Nadia, and Yadia, then money or more mark and account because Kennedy Japan, Alan, and Akoto has managed to get his way through. We are 3 per regions. It means that he will be around 4 or 5. 5 in the other venue, but more mark and the beginning of Marvel support. Sabri, you know, yeah, Papa Alan. We are forced to say Africa and Japan, but results are here so far. Now, about 10 regions are here. Oh, yeah, can Japan will be taking second position. And at the end of the day, no, me if say that candidates, bet me about support to vice president because your mentor is a break it. We don't have any choice than to send the vice president as a February. No, ne, about your mama and cost 3 more months.
Mahmoud Baumia, so by and chair cry. Yawuna Juma, Wababeye. Ain't no so much sadia, there be as Intiasianim. And as I say, so yes, I call ya NPP for Niakofanaba. Esan say a pessibi bia free and fainty, Yasi and Kotuaba. Kokromotina say, Nipadudwana, by a betuaba, one if you broach, one if you are Ghana. I could tintims Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. And found a bow by and chair, no more Juma Wabayeno, a soyeni.
Midasi Bebe, thank you very much. My brother here will wrap up the interview for us. Thank you very much for your time on Metro TV. You mentioned your name and what you're doing here.
We Dr. Muhammad Bomia office earlier, no, your name Rashibi Janimo man for more Sevilla Contombra. Honorable Alistair between Comoche, so maybe a resource now banidi or best as aspirant in form support of Muhammad the Vice President Dr. Muhammad Bomia now on Konenim. Opening before you wrap up on this conversation.
Well, me GDCM said, Washa say on them say campaign on them say the Castle Winners on the full say Baumia is the best amongst the 5. For me, I don't have a problem because you're in the NPP 4. We want say when you be obey me. At the 2024 elections, but I think say I was say mama yen tinasena yen again say the kind of things I yen can and they reflecting the entirety of the country. Those are the things that we must be very, very realistic to. And yes, the same thing. We just be running around and feel say, oh, everything is rosy. He has this, he has done this. But on the ground, as MPP 4, even amongst MPP 4, there is a lot of work that we need to do. That one, nobody should deceive himself. That as a political party going forward, the party for Crampo cry a challenge. The polling station executives across the country, the way I was say, you try say a bit me nature or a bit me support home. I'm say or not see on it lecturing but you know very well say politics. You know, my regional secretary, so I know. Or be a regional chair or a constituency chairman. Sometimes even or per projects be crowd. A minister bihua. He needs to go and show, and these are the ministers, a majority of them are for the internal. The man can say the political analysis.
Majority didn't vote. MPs
so
didn't
please,
vote. If you say,
careful about it.
Yes,
let's allow. So you disagreed with, and I'm just giving you the scenario. What I'm also thinking. So going forward, between now and November, I think say the 4 people, this shows clearly say you need to still double up. Sure. Yes, because if they those stakeholders, senior members of the party, but then the kind of ideas and can say for me, I think say it is something that say as a political party say high class for betimako influence then that is very, very unfortunate. And I've heard it several places. For me, I don't want to believe that kind of thing.
So you shouldn't say it here, because once you don't believe something, you don't amplify it.
My brother.
No, but certain things.
No, my brother.
Because these were some of the concerns raised before.
These are the things they raised. The presidential candidate is a process.
Before, during,
so
and after.
You don't have any evidence to
my brother, you, look.
Yes.
I have been a regional secretary before.
I'm not taking that away from you.
I know what is going on, and I'm saying that these things, if you have an elite, high class, if you have the high class people going to vote in the elections, now say these things are happening now more can. It is something that we must be worried about.
Who said it? Can you give an example?
Honorable Alaji,
election
election a process.
So yes, it's a process. Yes, it's all of them.
After.
Yes. So why do you want?
There was a perception. There was some
a lot of things that are
no. There's nothing wrong with making reference to those perceptions.
So what is wrong with it?
No, I don't say something is wrong with it. What I'm saying is
no. You cited the things that you feel said
the platform I get him normally under normal circumstances is to inform, educate, and if possible,
that is
not it. So if you are given an information, you give accurate information. Say,
and they say, you take lessons from the past.
Yes. So as far as this election is concerned, what is say Obi Ababeka say Yamanu Sikase, and I say regional chairman be, and I say so you are being perceptual here. You are being perceptual.
Take away
the perception.
The perception and the rules.
So we are discussing perception. We are discussing perception.
Are you saying you don't know what goes on in a political space?
No, so
are you saying you don't know?
No, so discuss the perception. And let's
no, it's not a matter of discussing perception.
Oh no, but that's what you are doing.
What goes on in the political space? You know it.
No,
that's what
are you saying that I don't know what goes on in the political space? We all belong to the same political party.
Give examples.
Why are you so worried? Why are you so worried?
I'm worried because you are tarnishing.
And I'm saying, sir, if some of these things
second, Alaji. Yes. When you all make you delivery,
I kept quiet.
He kept quiet not because I agree with whatever you are saying. So
why do you even think it is only one person who might have done that? No. When the political scientist spoke,
I'm not saying one person.
He said something.
We are generalizing the issues here.
When the political scientists make a sign, or say there are people who are holding positions. Don't we know, sir? They were holding positions, and for that reason, they actually felt there were a lot of influences. And it's part of politics. And that is why I gave you a scenario. Say in 2007, Alan also had a similar thing. So you see, this is the trend. It is so, as a politician, you must be braced with some of these things when it happens. And I'm telling you, sir. So for him now, baby, I just cause a CR in 2024 elections. It is a party mubiano. Mama young days a young quiet. But then we are doing it and present to the general public. And so we must be informed about the thinking, the perception of Ghanaians as we're going forward. That is what I'm saying. Now, also, now, how they are going to support the process, because you may have one or two persons there. Then let's begin to do it. Then again, almost all my winning, they rather should call these people. Because what we're winning, one bet me be a when we hope. Yeah, when we need the own to be sorry about what say, oh man, we need to name a ba. Until almost my winning, Baumia, Alan, Ken, the five no, so that they can pull them also on board. When the vice president spoke, about unity, I think say a very, very central.
Sure.
Baby, because say Anyasa, now say carry on with the kind of a trend that MYN ne koko yi presidential candidate now. Then we have a serious battle. Because NDC almost process, even though Kwabena Dufour there was a we all had it say tintim nisa and say whatever, but at the end of the day so Kwabena Dufour withdraw from the race.
But we didn't see that. It's advantage to us.
Yes. Until now say because in 2024 elections and send outcome an elections of what performance, comparative analysis of performance, because 16 years MPP 16 years and this is when you're doing so we need a candidate to a large extent, and I say Opia offer MPP yebetimi asonum, but obi onye MPP ni obetimi ati no ho say this person, this presidential candidate we make akoto Obama, because John Mama there yenim there why omo yenkrofo numi nyina there me go gidie wo mu say any of them would be a very good president.
Alaji Jafaru.
Yes.
Yemhwe nipa edumo mantima make it to the first 5 list. Kwabena Japan has been general secretary of the party, was serving Nanado as a campaign manager, as a secretary to former President Kufuor. When it comes to MPP, we don't want to officer the intina went me and go through. Obi ti say Kojopoku the beka say Okotofofo na ye shede enemy sa. Ofo bi te Dr. Kofi Kwanda Preku, former minister for trade and industry. Mampeni Kufuor so play role 2007 primary Sokobi. almost all the subsequent primaries in
98 so 98 crowd.
Yeah, 98. Wakoni na LB went to make up to the 5 list. Joe Gatti, sitting MP, former minister for railway development. Or also so went to me and Gobi. Boche Jako, and see a former minister for energy. On so to be go too fast any personality enum we are. If we say a dinner moment to me and go through the list, the 5 list I don't make on November 4.
Offer Eura Kwabnaje Japan. On one, you see, politics is not about bitterness. Politics, we are politics are. It's not about bitterness. And something will go in your favor tomorrow. It may not go in your favor. But the way you go about, sanomeni nano. And utien some can radio so any TV so. Akwa say or yaubi eshenumu. Okay, and in risk analysis, you will be reputational risk. Reputational risk. They say what you from Huntor edino ena ye de hye wonso enti bibi pia o be ya ebe sei edi Huntor no e kan enti ensem bia anase wonyo mayo bia o be ya ebe kan NPP dino kan hu say no e affect party members nyina because every day I say ansana ube lead party no you need to do 3 things. 1, the name NPP you must preserve it. This is saying the name NPP you must preserve. That is our identical symbol. So if you are somebody who speaks with bitterness against the name, now, we the members will punish you for that. 2, about the records of the party. When you speak as if when a whole party came into office, meanwhile, the beneficiaries are seeing what you are doing now. Akwa say oya oninti, wakwa say nyoma pana ekos nyana. And those are the things I saw in the same Kwabena Japan. That was too bitter that you could not talk to the records of the party. Only enotun Chenya party members. So I spoke about the party itself, the records of the party, and members of the party. Okasa as if say young party members no ya bonibi. Don't forget, say you will come back to us to vote and to seek our power. So if you put all these 3 together now, well, if I want to score him on that way now, he failed. Okay. That is why he couldn't make it. Okay. To the
Dr. Kofi Konadu Apreku.
Konadu Apreku, Mamika Vinchero, 98, 2000 and some elections in Okoye. But Wakoye no say it is only election time and I yet in the what I'm saying is, I say it is only election times and I yet in the but apart from that, until the you now call elections no you pay. Your former abayo say opposition, you don't hear about him. So with this one, nobody in court will take you like you are a serious person to be considered for leading the party. Okay. All the anotun Joe Gatti, very fantastic man. You will be a yedishan in sa. Otimi yaman yefe, but he has not touched base. What I'm trying to say, he has not touched base with the people. And now I can say, I am in Madina constituency. All the candidates, especially Canada, Japan, Alan Kojo Tremantin, His Excellency Baumia, they all came down and they sold their ideas to us. This gentleman, Joe Gatti, a very fantastic man. I've not seen him come and tell me, no man, which guy influencing me to vote for you. So he has not touched base with the party members to market his fantastic ideas. Okay. Into the Notun Cha and also Edininya. Boache Jako. One say, Sebio, when we need one of the power brains of the party, Boache Jako is one of them. Okay? However, also no soft campaign. Soft campaign is he's been able to capture all the phone numbers,
social media
of all the possible candidates as delegates. Into occasionally he sends his message. He sends motivational speech to all of us. But sometimes that is not enough. Though he was trying to find a way to reach out to us. But that has not been enough.
Digitalization.
Yes, digitalization.
I'm telling you, what he needs is the message, and he's reaching out to the message, whether in person or through
But let me tell you something. Do you know, sir, the first person to use virtual to win an election, the former mayor for Tamale Central, that mayor, Musa Superior, he won his elections. Now, sometimes no outside. You understand that? So you can do it. At the end of the day, the fact that you are here in Ghana, I get you. Digitalization doesn't mean that taking people out. They go hand in hand. And now, I say paperless sport. When we go to GRA, what to say, you sack workers, they've not sacked all of them. So you cannot take face-to-face interface from digitalization. Okay. So also that way nanka only delegates come close. He should have also made himself available for people to ask him questions. Yafan is on the Abba Fresh. Okay.
But second to 5. Sami be adiba ko ampese meka ne say ohwe sankofo nipa 5 year Dr. Kofi Kunoda Preku Miniani say onye very visible. It's only during elections. And I think some say before NPP we need power in 2000. These were the brains that made us because when it comes to economics, when it comes to practical economics, na yan kasa yan church renewal, I think say they were superb. But going forward, and I'm say ofi parliament or kodi or yes or contest for presidential na wenyano. Then afterwards, and I think that he's been working with ECOWAS because I have worked with him. He said when our Ministry of Regional Cooperation, I was his special assistant. So I have that personal relations with him, and I know, sir, he worked in the last few years. He's been with ECOWAS, and so he was more of a diplomat, and therefore not more with local politics. You know, into here, people don't even know, and then he couldn't also do the rounds. They said, yeah, it has to do with maybe organization. It has to do with resources. These are the things. Obi to say Kwabena Japan. I think say. Kwabena Japan.
But mesa no atwa so analysis in there. But me kwa ma no se na ye ne yewra bedefsin ye poster ba na manyo semu a odi muntintim. On we predicted that NPP presidential primaries, whether super delegate or the Bebasun of for Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia, the vice president, is going to win the flag bearership race. You have said the Abbey send or walk out. You're Rabban FC Yamaha about a year original TV survey.
I'm back up with them so.
Pachana Pomia there.
Yamiadum.
The outcome of NPP super delegate conference, of course, so far, a new to you.
Oh, not so much. Not so much. I had been doing some work over the past months towards November 4th. This superdelegates was if they were more than 5. So towards November 4th, that was hard. OSHA Friday evening, it was pretty sure Bawumia, Ken, Alan. And which of the two will come from Gate, Aputo, and Ejaku.
Okay.
So we're sure about the 3, and the 2 will come from the 3. I'm not too surprised.
I only surprised is say you're Canada, Japan. At me overtaking you're Tremantia before this contest in Crawford take pain or need Dr. Muhammad Bawumia, so many the main contenders. But can I
had never considered Alan as the main contender. And I'll tell you why. What we say, Kennedy has been an MP his 23rd year. Into your core party congresses, every time go for him. Alan Martin picked at Alan Katz or contest Akufo-Addo. 6 years ago, only parliament.
Okay.
Into confront I know. Delegate away did 35 years. Now Alan picking will be 15 years. But we are to not in parliament. He's been attending functions with the party from 2012 a year, witness for the party. So that was Alan's disadvantage. November fourth, he will still place third.
Yeah, benefits wa man so.
Yes.
Okay. Pacho beti ma da no kakra na homa no twetwesi.
Yes.
Afi de ye pa. Wo hwe obi ti say yewura kodwo poku Dr. Kofi Kurado Preku Buache Ejako yewura kwabena eje Japan do gati omunyina antumi ameki onto the year number 5 list no. Ufi say a dear na amma sa personalities we went to me and break it through to the first 5.
Oh, the only surprise is Joe Gatti.
Okay.
The only surprise that one car top 5 we had Joe Gatti. The rest, I didn't expect them to be there. Yeah, Joe Gatti pen a surprising me.
Election we say some people were coerced, and I say the composition of the delegate list, somehow was created to favor a particular candidate, especially maybe somebody and Crawford portray say were the choice of the president.
No, not at all. But I mean,
okay. Ne kwakwa meja mo akono November 4. I hear the main election no delegate or more expect so better is about 290,000. Nipa enumi ya yanhui said the results next year bano. Is there possibility say about 2 sabani be we no na ankwa yes said the aba na bia de odi nkan be di echire no odi echire be di kan.
I think at the top 3 is you can say a month November.
Okay. Uncle Ben we da say. Ayera benefits na twetwe nkomo no oye samufo panyin ma da obokrata daily dispatch oye poster enso so nedi abatu achi. One they were predicted say the contest is between Dr. Muhammad Bawumia and Kennedy Japan. Contrary to the majority of Ghanaians hope say the contest is between Ayera Alanchamatin and afi Dr. Muhammad Bawumia. Yen kohwe mfoni bi ekoso Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia fie.
Se jupon kasa. Ya kasa pon jeje.
Ba central region mo mpanyufo no o ma to aba na ma Bawumia bu.
Wa yan kwasiya fo. Mas the relegation. Ya bako bakada wise na Zakes.
Okay.
Ya local relegation by 20 years. Break the 8. Break the chump. You break the 8 now, you break the chump. You quarrel, yeah, Messi, you break a shade. Because this Salano, and Quaffle bread, and Quaffle Cassa. You round simple into Munkashi. You may guassy.
Adamu is Dr. Bawumia or
no, Canamu. Not can no work as a bottom. Or the canum, the can I guess a bottom. This is over say can't put
people 1 for 10 candidates in Amra.
Region ye twat ho man che beko Dr. Muhammad Bawumia fie but sa so ye kan say ya na musini KOB or electoral commission headquarters a ono so e de results bebre yinya no a ebre permanent results na ready a ana say the outcome the ekoso sesia na ready be mo hu de ekoso ma memra secretary na
let me provide some information sorry okay I say time I make my submission me can say there is a tie somewhere into adanumo the position is shaking
yeah.
Okay, his position is shaking. It me initial statement. One say me my only 3, because the 4th and the 5th, the information I had, shows that there was a tie. Okay. Into Usha, one say there was 9 here. Okay, it is certified. We na made a mensaka sesiano. Just say onu wanya 9. Ena Buache Jakonso anya 9. What am I trying to say? Intino under normal circumstances in this situation between the two of them, Ebesa kwakoto aba. No, I think the provisions are there. Nti ebetu aba na ehu obi obe make it up to the remaining 5 no.
The delegate here to aba ya na ebe ma kwakoto.
Yes, omo an esabetu ho aba. Unless say omumu ba akoka say my judge HD. Nti as it stands now no Adanumo Francis Adanumo cannot be said to be among the 5. Okay. Until say the tie between Ono any Boache Jakono is resolved.
All right.
Yes.
Whatever it is, Francis Adenimo is going through.
I'm saying I make.
Chama, I'm to wait and I'm bravo. I mean, young cock KOB, when I am ready, also farm and a bomb from the Electoral Commission office. KOB.
All right.
Hello, KOB.
Yes, I mean.
And he now is not there, Nakoso.
I mean, yes, letter for Nissan at tonight, Alabama, NPP at night testing. Ohana collect me in our call, cemetery, letter for Nissan at Nemono, Ohana regions are moving about what the final. One coming in yes, any above when any final certified result.
Okay.
And you know, yes, and so easy at time, NPP headquarters, Hanum. I have no officially, you know, what they declared 5 people. To me and make it to the next round of the NPP Congress. No, ma ungakuyibuba ama baye fanke to in plain terms that menokatay idea bibiara aye set and so there are official party minister for and EC is no that's nothing now we get final results and certified results e dia ma yen central kwa ya card donere chetikwan na sene ni na mframa mu no and sene madite no and sene yen so yenya no no ye be kimata se nya yaka no ene ni ya be food be tugwa na se EC be tugwa ye wa Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia and Augus clan ye wa Kennedy accompany ko eje form eto so ebien owura Allah nko je maten eto so eye ebiesa and ye wa Dr. Owusu Afiyakoto former agriculture minister oto so anan enum no na apaye nsem ye wo ho ejere se owura Francis Adenimo na ye raboachi ejako won abo etikenkoro obolite tai wo honom na ensem aye de tin wo pen hu aye de nya so akoko ma ya tini bi ansha na won ama tanipa 2 anka instead of 5 no won ama nipa esnya a contest for the next round no and this ni nya same aha no nia etuma bani the fifth and the sixth person no aye tie between Owura Francis Adenimo and it no ye raboache jako obi anya 99 and anka so mo 5 and anka be for the next round no but you see akoye tie no woman lawyer book at young things down the hour now consult lawyers that won ya de hanom but near etma beka yensa maybe a chapter for my yatin say and shall mama tanika watch jako and a yura Adenimo beka nipa anang no ho among for the next round of the election and it's officially we are yet to hear from the party and then the ECR yes you can official results certified results and near etiquette Ghana for you to me who never 5 no yede aso yen ahwefo and yenetiefo NPP NPP at na ketmo ha na tell them to go to that and na ye give say station ba to go say yewra Dr. Mahmoud Baumia and Odimu Kunim yewra Kennedy accompany project from etoso ebien yewra Alan Kojetre Matini etoso ebiesa Dr. Owusu Afiyakoto etoso anan and yewra Francis Adenimo etoso enum yewra wacheja former energy minister or resign yes on also the same result 9 votes at the honor apoya etikenko police tire yes you can say with the consultation with lawyers and legal team but me are coming up with what we are hearing is that on many past 6 and then for the next round and
okay
you're trying
all right so KOB it's electoral commission here ready so official or announcing results na me pacho tia na so na ye ma etifo na hwefo so nti emfan free electoral commission ankasa no ya ma ne boni obama ne ye ka say the free electoral commission atena ye ka say NPP headquarters ho and the national coalition it me cause ho adena the ta between ye raboche jako and Owura Francis Adenimo na said the reporter na ka no say anhwe na instead of some of the 5 candidates in Ebeko November 4 no ebeye 6 no me dey akọ November 4
same ohwe senior development na eba na I think say I was say you're very careful but I would my advice say bia omo mienu no ba ko nti ase enka say wagya ma ba ko
okay
anya sa say ka say ma almost 6 na kwa let us say you violate your constitution
and also part dey menya sure because me
then in the near future no in the near future no if omodo na ebia omenya 999 no me be 4 would you add all of them? Then the whole exercise and the whole
provision,
the amendment to that provision in our constitution, you know, because of the what they see here in 20.
A bit me preview for say we bit me legally actually.
Yes, of course. We bit me there. Inti media me and I first you can see organize ya mummy enu so pa. I think it's just going to be a waste of resources. Minjin this year a beboy.
But this has been sure said delegate in a quarter about no na obi akuni fie we cry.
Yes, inti no. Omo bi enu no. Omo pa, omo nye consultation.
They should negotiate.
And then
we compromise.
My throat out behind somebody else. Now you forget. Then you 5 no. Because I said the amount for 99. Say I need bibia.
Say emphasis and care to about has ya made my chess and media at the anymore is my candidate. Who do you go for?
Well, I think Senka I would go for a Boache Jaco.
Who do you go for?
I'll abstain.
There's
a tie again.
There's another tie, so we still have to go there.
I had to say Ghana name a Cote d'Ivoire.
Okay, EC is ready with the results here. Former Speaker of Parliament, Papa Ajasko, Nemra ne it had a friend or Yera.
Thank you, the Vice Chairman. We did a lot of engagement with you and the Secretary to the committee. First, I want to declare that I came with my team. This is Mr. Makebwadu, our Director for Training, also acting Director for Public Affairs. Mr. Amankwa is one of our legal team members, and my deputy, Mr. Kwa, is also the deputy of the electoral services.
Yera kwekwo no ena Electoral Commission Director of Operation where Mujumadi and some so as we can see all is set our model results and very soon on be announced ama yet to me ahu enti ya kuswa ya to ahoma say yes abe to me a kind of official announcement of the results no to me adiaba so far the aba no say Dr. Muhammad Bomia ehwede nkan kra say wedin kunim with over 629 votes representing 69.9%, almost 70%. Any portal sumienu Dr. Yera Kennedy Akompreko Japan so enya emano a 132 representing 14% and 15%. Yera Alam Kwajotra Martin Tosomiensa with 95 votes. Dr. Oswefria Kutu, former Minister for Agric, also enya 36 votes. Na position number 5 na ajete apai ewo Yera Francis Adanimo enya emano nkono sansona bochejako enso nya mane enkono. Now what does NPP constitution say? Regulations NPP set for this election is a kobani say ade na NPP eka omehia so mbesa kwa akoto ababiem na between Alan Boachejako and Francis Adanimo no ya say hwan e betimi qualified abeka 4 no ho na IF5 ananso omo di 16 nyina ebeko o me so omo di 16 nyina ebeko a ade na NPP constitution is eka obi betimi challenge the whole results na because the focus and the purpose of this election is to reduce number no to 5 so far manya 5 manya 6 we akwakoye make say another task for NPP to consider a year going forward with this kind of election. But you go sweat to our say, you best acquire NPP headquarters, one eye and na musini a year KOB, a chim comabra, Dr. Srebu Kweku. Or no, a day official resource no. Ebebri. When you mind dear, young social media kakrene yan share so far, crofo comment or mo posti. Our own mamiki, wakosha America, or su obiare, or no message. What they about no say obi awe. It was what oba we nia bobi kwabena bobi ansa political show host say akufuado ahwemo supporters ama baomianso abehwemo aland e bomb pa twiakai we bobi ono so no commenter or they ato hono no we see there aba or say there is nothing to do with MPP. Yenu say Apreku didn't vote for himself or what? Lobi Ebisa And no say Kennedy Japan 132, Alan Condition 95, Ousa 36, Francis Adenimo 9, Boache Jako 9, Kwabena J6, Joe Gatti 4, Kojo Opoku 3, Kofi Kunada Preku 0%. No, Dr. Kofi Kunada Preku Timinya 0%, sir. Ede when you vote back be our honor so far. We said about say Nanaya Chudeboa, I say Ashanti region loves Tenny than Alan 97 versus 10 super showdown. We Nana Chudeboa, someone from France and or they Abba. We said about post to Yenia Zion for say you chop to anchor or say the fly analysis or say I'm not bothered. I have got a track record. Okay, talking about Yerabachi Ejakon. Let's go back to a MPP headquarters. Mobile name Pacho Technical Amon Connectia. Na yenti the Ecoso from the MPP headquarters. See, it seems like the result is going. We read about a Preku, my daughter had 0%. Where Stephen Ufuswe Jare and so and now Woody Dr. Kofi Krono. A Preku, my daughter, when your man or she 0%. Na or the Abba Samson na yeba yenua Frank Mandela Baumia on so posti the provisional results waiting the official results announcement of the result from the year electoral commission. But I'm forces super delegate in Pony na showdown abamu no say any sankofa for sankwase for no de ebe yes ngege MPP approve but I'm for former MPP member and one year deputy secretary ma NDC or Ashanti region. Need so no comment out there to Facebook no. Next time for see today dear Ben Nefsin will sleep pa his prediction is D2D2. Just say you're a Ben Nefsin. Dear Enna Edda hey. Me twice so near share one beam. And Crawford still talking about we say hashtag showdown, Mr. Showdown. We see now to the boy say Asante Kayam pa. Tani versus Alan pa just say no dia that's or no so they are to a good MPP voted for money Ken pa no showdown loading also we you know be posted way Gordon A Imba need dia also e dey ato ho say pa no and MPP for etwaba e dey ema about we ya course way. Okay, who else is talking about MPP super delegate conference? Yenya Tema Farouk was number 10 on there. So Guswaya and the campaign moved down. We say spirit of Ahmed Swale. What does spirit of Ahmed Swale got to do with MPP? Anyway. Now, okay. Yabama this year MPP headquarters na ya give results no. The Abramona Yenina to me so far. The certified and official results from a year MPP headquarters no na yina to me NTB by nya mind ma mrefi na menyi empenyimfo adwenkyere so far me say process no say de kaka genuinely anye so bad say winter akono so de ye say ada potro be wo ni be ho tente abato na chi no election before during and after now ye wo during yenya bobo results ni wi ade aka ye after the be chiri no so ya dey betumi ahwe ansana ye dey official results no be free electoral commission etumi ade aba no this matter about Boachi Ejakon any honorable Francis Adenimo said the moka na wo se ba akoti ase na osi form na I doubt say obi se Boachi Ejakon be si form ana me aka so me mpene ma me candidate Francis Adenimo NC form. Oh, yeah, sure. Me I'll be highly disappointed. Me mpene emani NC form. So, say obi antrasie ama wensi form ba kwa ankwa. E dey NPP who suggest so monye. Alaji me sha sem fan alaji.
Huntor. Me say about a while ago. Ni ye statement bi. En ne ba bededi. Se si ayi enche. Because say nipa mienu ekon nasa wo se wo ba be patanta kwa no nasa nkrofo na omo ko no omo ankasa omo anya omo adwen se omo penka bo mu na se omo be jan tokwa na wo be ya bre untimi nye den untimi so ano entiano na e ba be play between these two great men nasa o hwe san nkrofo mienu yi a Huntor Sebio, utimi say one, omwenyefi. They are men of integrity and substance. Me can be a while ago. Say no, say NPP begu. Pa die. Sankrofo numini na na so omo contest say they will never allow that to happen. Because they believe in the process, they believe in the party, they believe that NPP is better than any party that will rule this country.
Okay.
So putting all this together, you say it is engineer Nkrani Munya de
22 Nkrani.
22 Nkrani. Until these are the early stages yet. I want to believe that as we speak, they are also thinking about it. Utie who present and as a reporter or say lawyers of the individuals, the two candidates, they are discussing this issue. And they say legally.
Okay. Quick one. Okay. Quick one. There's a breaking news coming from the party headquarters. Suggests say next week Saturday there's going to be a runoff.
Yes.
At the party office now. Just between these two. Now at the party office, is it going to be say all the 900 delegates or okay. So declaration we had maybe results about so maybe so Saturday there's going to be a runoff between these two individuals.
Yes.
Francis Adanimo and Boache Ajakwa the party coffee. But we want to know that the delegate list net to about which is about 925 no on one and besako akwakoto saba no I let because won't mean be free unless they be another super delegate a conference I will be at the ABBA. Let's wrap up on this one.
My main yeah. Rules be by yakwakoto aba no. Inti rules numu and a bar say nya bibi say then Saturday yakwakoto aba.
Okay.
So you can see the committee omu di nshishaya akuku damana se mpanyifo nyina agitu mu no sa nhihye so eno mo eden omu di pepepe na me ka to aso say Saturday ene da ba ene Saturday kire say next week Saturday ana nyesa ene na woche na o me kwakoto saba no yesi sumye wo hoyi e kasa kire nipa okay wo ankasa wo hwe o level no a wo wo no okay and look at enyonyam no a e bata wo no sa obeka say obetwe party na so
I won't say asotwe.
You see,
only say as
my brother. Election enough for sao.
And it's enough for me. I didn't want my community.
And untina. One say, oh, share me notes near me. Trouble. Ubisa sa question no. Say, I didn't tina. Yes, sir. We know a super delegate. I want to let you know that as a practitioner of change management, you see, change is a constant variable. Are you getting me? Bibi ne see ena sa nyoma no be de e bae. Nti nyoma betumi ayede asasisa biom going forward.
Okay.
We in NPP, we are one of the flexible democratic parties in the whole world. So we are not static. Nyoma e koso nyina no yesi sa twene no esesa anase nyoma sesa na also asana wosa no na ede na no so asesa nti mre esesa no now we are also changing with the times and the happenings in both national and international world nti sadie ya e kwakọ basu Saturday yi free ne e kwakọ Saturday
lobbying koso e
lobbying bekoso and I want to believe that one of them, if not two of them, one of them will say Mama Mensaso. Okay. But I can conclude by saying, say, initial statement, we can say, Yako super delegate, Adanumo, or can say on Kobium, or can say Mekasa no. But I want to reverse that statement that he was among the three. Though 5 now, you or one, and I don't have 83%, no, Anka or more. 2 anko Jogate anko any one candidate so Ameya also anko but Mr. Francis Adanimo ekoye and onya 0.something%. Okay. Inti sa 5 yi oya ni tia den akomi
I'm said to say the ye nyina ye hu no the time the media mestre because e be cost on the party go to me in fact ni pack akrebi nkoto sa be also saying you see the same 927 no across the nation nti sasika ye say e de ye ne de no we're going to say the same amount. Until media me feel say me senior members, try no confer.
Okay.
So that at least.
So I hope and pray say Bochaja will step down for my candidate. Francis Adanimo. It is a party any best could be.
Only is out of the 927 and as 960 something. Some Crawford Muni. Okonya 800 and something vote crop are still a fifth.
A fifth, but we want to prove something. Yeah, candidate, we want to prove something.
I say elections in a year. At least NPP shows that we are one of the most well organized political party in Africa. I mean, this is clear. Say bibia de dance. And the minister say omo win no. Say na me kan no. Omo reach out to omo lusu
okay.
So that we can have the unity in the party.
Okay.
And then going into the 4th of November we can all come together and then prosecute the campaign ahead of us. The major elections, which is who's who.
I like your final words.
My final word. I want to me first akonye so e dey asedaka say e dey ama NPP party. Let's clap for ourselves. Say no, ya year adianwa so. That's one. Two, asedan so ko ama election committee na ye so far issues bia eba omo pono so no. Omo ma nyansa wisdom e prevail. Inti some akoso nyina sumdwa ye nyina no ye ntimi yi election committee ni dey efim sanso na electoral commission nka omo nka agro mu a nka enye den nka enye fe. We talk of security. So far the security have been superb. Yan pinche say obi akofa obi krante say all those things we say thank you to all of them. And lastly to all the candidates omo qualify here, they should be very circumspect. Say no omo nkonko ye nyoma bia e say winter bia ebeba and omo anya kwan. I will not call them losers. Omo anya kwan anko the 5 no eno nkyere say omu nido e wo party no mu omu wodo na ye hia omu vote. You understand? So all of us we need to come together and make sure say no breaking the 8 I am telling you 53% of Ghanaians know that we are breaking the 8. Ours is to communicate our
that's Alhaji Jafaru Said Karim, or a chartered accountant and also a member of the New Patriotic Party National Communication Team member. That's Papa Sanso and Yera Eric Gregory Kwetia, were former Greater Accra Regional Secretary at the NPP. Amanyuko Sampenyu for any of doing Koma, Edamas Papa say former parliamentary aspirant. But the by media, we heard him saying I'm next week, because the contest between we want to prove a point. Production team, original TV, original FM production team, the technical team, MCR control, the papa, all the correspondents across all the 16 regions, and all the 17 police station, and I'm the results in the brain. That was a match original TV, original FM. So they can Ghana, the banner the mount, the bad Ghana for the top from be a friend of public business. Yet to me, Eddie Abro, and Koi. The better way Chebi was at Tiafonia for Mom who be an original FM 91.9 FM and original TV who call Delegates electrons so are free to air obetimi and the beer where to have your own theatre quanasa sempuano. Yabamu a free sabri cousin and our trade near her say will be basic form what check basic form a year rather than more another basic form at the Mabo Chejako. Yet to me Ediako. This is the Super Delegate Conference from NPP and Yanko Poetima Medini Sama Huntor, that's one yet tonight. Yes, Christa Ma, the basic piano, the Nobediasha. Bye bye.
Ye found the ebesi ene empempen so oman edru efa sikasam ho ya pomudin sem ye school sam ho ene empo ye nwere mu kane ensam ho no